Hey, third graders. It's Mr. Graham again. I'm here to read for a little bit today from Diary of Wimpy Kid, Roger Rules. Monday. Madame Lefrere made us write our first pen pal letters today. I got assigned to this kid named Mamadou Montpierre, and I guess he lives someplace in France. I know I'm not supposed to write in French, and Mamadou is supposed to write in English, but to be honest with you, writing in a foreign language is pretty hard. So I really don't see the need for both of us to stress out over this whole pen pal thing. And he writes, Dear Mamadou, first of all, I think we should both just write in English to keep things simple. That's what he wrote. By the way, remember how I said I was going to end up sitting on Manny's spiky tinfoil ball thing? Well, I was half right. Rowley came over today to play video games, and he ended up sitting on it. I'm actually kind of relieved, to be honest with you. I lost track of that thing a couple of days ago, and I'm just glad it finally turned up. And in all the commotion, I threw Manny's gift in the garbage. But something tells me Mom wouldn't have stopped me this time. Wednesday. Roderick has an English paper due tomorrow, and Mom's actually making him do it himself for once. Roderick doesn't know how to type, so he usually writes his papers out on notebook paper and then hands them off to Dad. But when Dad reads over Roderick's work, he finds all sorts of factual errors. Well, for starters, Abraham Lincoln didn't write To Kill a Mockingbird. Roderick doesn't really care about the mistakes, so he tells Dad to just go ahead and type the paper like it is. But Dad can't stand typing a paper with errors in it, so he just rewrites Roderick's paper from scratch. And then a couple days later, Roderick brings his graded paper home and acts like he did it himself. This has been going on for a few years, and I guess Mom decided she's going to put an end to it. So tonight she told Dad that Roderick was going to have to do his own work this time around, and that Dad wasn't allowed to help out. Roderick went in the computer room after dinner, and you could hear him typing about one letter a minute. I could tell the sound of Roderick typing was driving Dad totally bananas. On top of that, Roderick would come out of the computer room every 10 minutes and ask Dad some question. Like, where's the space bar again? After a couple of hours, Dad finally cracked. Dad waited for Mom to go to bed, and then he typed Roderick's whole paper for him. So I guess this means Roderick's system is safe, at least for now. I have a book report due tomorrow, but I'm not really sweating it. I found the secret to doing book reports a long time ago. I've been booking the same book for the past 5 years. Sherlock Sammy does it again. There are about 20 short stories in Sherlock Sammy Does It Again, but I just treat each story like it's a whole book, and the teacher never notices. These Sherlock Sammy stories are all the same. Some grown-up commits a crime, and then Sherlock Sammy figures it out and makes the person look not too smart. Your first mistake, Mr. Beasley, was when you forgot to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. I'm kind of an expert at writing book reports by now. All I have to do is write exactly what the teacher wants to hear, and you're set. Such as, man, Sherlock Sammy is so smart, and I'll bet that's because he reads so many books. Or, there were a bunch of hard words in this book, but I looked them up in the dictionary, so now I know what they mean. That's going to be all for now. You can hear Bubby in the background whistling, so he's letting me know it's time to stop. Maybe I'll pick it up again, and I'll read you from October, the new month. See you, third graders.